And any questions throughout, it's just you and me, so any questions you can
Just ask you.
ask as we go along. Right, so we start in child pose, so you're going to slowly lower your chest.
Okay.
See if you can bring your forehead down.
I think do this.
Yeah, see if you can just open your hands a little bit wider. Brilliant. And just breathe into your nose and out through your nose.
Oh.
Breathe in.
Oh.
And slowly lift your chest all the way up. And slowly come up. And then you're going to lift your hips. And then just walk your knees in, so your knees are hip width apart. So you're just on hands and knees. Brilliant. Now,
Yeah.
you're going to see how wide your knees should be. If you take this, put them in between your knees. That's how wide your knees should be.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
So you're on hands and knees. Few things to note here. So you make sure, bring your hands in just a little bit more. Brilliant. Yes. Make sure your fingers are apart, so your fingers aren't together. You roll your elbows in. Now, again, remember you engage the core. Make sure you're not rounding your back. So you press your shoulders down, you engage your core.
Okay.
Right. That's your hands and knees position. So you start off without moving your chest, you're just going to take that right leg back. So you lift your right knee off the mat and just stretch you. So you just take your right leg back.
My right leg. Okay. So yeah, like this. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Without lifting that hip, just make sure you take the right leg back. So you bring it in. Right. Left leg back. Inhale, you bring it back in. Perfect. Right leg again. Right leg. Now don't take it too high. Yes, good. Bring it back in. So you just take it right back. So don't take it high. You still keep it low. Left leg. Brilliant. Now bring it back in. Now right leg again. Now this time what you're going to do is you're going to flex that foot and bring your right toes as if it's pointing downwards. Lower your right toes down into the mat. So you press your toes on that floor. Brilliant. So you can do that stretch on your right calf. Now, a bit of balance here.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going to take your left arm forward.
Oops. Okay.
Arm leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Bring that left hand, bring the left hand back in.
Yeah.
Bring your right knee back in.
Yeah.
Perfect. Left side, take your left leg back. Perfect. Flex those left toes, lower your left toes down. Now take your right arm forward. Brilliant. Bring your right hand in. Bring your left knee back in. Brilliant. Now bring your hips all the way back to heels and come back to that child pose. So you rest your chest on your thighs, forehead up. Brilliant. So that's your warm up. How are we doing?
Okay.
Perfect. Now come back up to hands and knees. Perfect. So that's your tabletop. I'm going to turn around. So right, we're going to do downward dog. So in this position, you touch your and you come all the way up. Pressure your. I'm going to have a look. See how you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Bring your hands in a little bit further. Yeah. Then walk your feet in a little bit more. So you want to have you should be like in a T shape.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're making it too hard for yourself. You see, my hips are quite high.
All right. Okay. Right up. Okay.
Right up.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. That's it. Stretch. Yes, that's better. Straighten your arms. Walk your feet in a bit more.
In.
Yes, that's it. Up. Yes, towards your hands. And walk your hands in a bit. Your hands are too wide. Bring your hands a bit closer. Yes. Brilliant. Yes. Now, do me a favor. Come back to your hands and knees.
In
Back to your hands and knees, yes. Now I want you to turn sideways so I can see your downward dog. So turn sideways. Yeah. Okay, come into downward dog again. So
so
lift,
again,
yeah, tuck your toes.
no, like that.
Yeah, no, that's a child pose. So step that, yeah. So take your hips to the sky.
Oh
So
my
you,
God.
yeah, so you tuck your yes, that's it. Brilliant. Then bring your head so your head is straight. Yep. So at the moment, that's it. Now your head, you want to sort of be looking at the floor. So you want to kind of roll your head a bit. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Walk your feet in a bit forward, a bit more to make it a little bit easier. That's it. Perfect. Yes. Right. That's your downward dog position.
All right, I see.
Yeah. Then slowly bring your knees back onto the mat. So roll your knees down, untuck your toes, bring your hips back, chest on your thighs. You're in child pose.
Oh,
Yeah. Brilliant. Perfect. All right, come back up to hands and knees. Let's do that again. You touch.
Yeah.
Come up to down. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Now, this time what you're going to do is you're going to slowly lift your heels a bit further up, and you're just going to keep to your hands.
Okay. Oh, keep walking towards the hands.
As if you want to, yeah, keep walking your hands, your feet as close as you can to your hands. And then
Yeah.
slowly bring your body all the way up, nice and slow, still engaging that core.
Mhm.
All the way up.
It's nice though. It's stretching.
And slowly come all the way up.
Again.
Yeah, yeah. That's far enough. Right, now slowly start lifting your body all the way up. So you want to start standing.
Up, like standing up.
I know, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, perfect, nice and slow. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, so we're going to take ourselves back down again. So your arms are either side of your body, your feet. Now take your arms all the way up to the sky, so all the way up. Yeah, brilliant. Now have a slight bend in your knees. Again, start to bring your chest forward. So slowly bring your chest towards the mat. You bring your hands onto the mat, and then you just walk your feet back, so you're back to downward dog. Perfect. Then you look, bring your eyelids in between your hands, slight bend in your knees. Then you put your feet again back to your hands. And then you slowly come all the way up. Brilliant. Then you take your arms wide, yes. All the way up. And then you lower your arms down by your side. Brilliant, yes. Perfect. Downward dog to standing, right? So we're going to do some warrior poses. So normally we'll connect them all, but let's just, right, so warrior poses.
Yeah.
Your right leg. You take that right leg behind you. You're going to come sideways. Take that right leg behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Now that, you want that back foot to be parallel with your mat behind you. So let me see it back foot. Yes, so that foot, the foot that's behind, you want to rotate it round. So at the moment you've got your heel up. You want to, yeah,
like,
lower it down to it sideways. So let me see your back foot. So bring it a bit closer in. Yeah, now bring it down. Bring that foot down. So your front foot is fine. No, your front foot is fine. Your back foot needs to be leaning that. You need to have your right foot.
Like that.
So can you see my foot?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Yeah.
Right. Can you see my foot? Look at my back foot.
Right. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Perfect.
Yeah, on it now.
Right. Then your top foot, you're going to bend that left knee. So your left knee, you want to bend your front knee.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that back leg straight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then that chest, you want to have that chest facing that front leg.
Mm-hmm.
Take your arms up. This is your warrior one. Palm facing. Brilliant. Now that chest, you want to rotate your chest towards the right. You lower your arms down, so you're warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. So
Like that.
bend, yep, nope. So bend your front knee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, perfect. Then you rotate your chest, you're right. So you rotate your chest. Now lower your arms, so your left arm is forward.
Left arm is
Left
forward.
arm is forward.
I see.
Right
Like
out
that.
in front of you. No, like this.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Your back arm, right arm behind. Yes, that's it. Look towards that left arm. Keep that. Brilliant. That's a warrior two.
Yeah.
Now just lower your arms. That back leg, you're going to step that back leg forward.
Okay. So.
Yeah, perfect. Swap side. Now take your left leg back. Same thing. Left back. So you don't have to left leg back. So you don't have to turn around. Still keep facing that same way.
All right. Okay.
I know okay, you won't see me. That's probably why.
Now.
Yeah. Now you want to take your left leg back.
Mm-hmm.
Then that right knee.
Yeah.
Chest towards that right thigh. Take your
Yeah.
arm. Yes, that's your warrior one.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Then you rotate your chest towards the left. And you lower those arms. So your right arm should be out in front of you. Left arm behind you. Yes, that's it. You got it. Bring your fingers together. Perfect. There's the warrior two.
Wow.
Now lower your arm. Step that left leg forward. Perfect.
So nice.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're going to put it all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so take your arms up. Right, slight bend in your knees. You're going to forward fold as you bring your hands onto the mat. You walk your feet back so you're in that downward dog position.
Yeah.
Right, slight bend in your knees. You're going to walk your feet forward to your hands. Then you slowly come all the way back up. Perfect. Keep your arms up this time. And then you step that right leg back. So that right leg, perfect. You bend your left knee, so in that warrior one position, perfect. You rotate your chest, lower your arms, you're in warriors. Left arm forward, right arm back. Rotate your chest the other way, so your chest should be facing. Yeah, yeah, you got it. Left arm forward, right arm back, perfect. Now lower your arms. Step that right leg forward. Left leg back. Chest towards that right thigh, arms up. Warrior one. Yes.
Left side now.
Right arm forward, left arm back. Great. Yes. Lower your arms. Step your left leg forward. Brilliant. Yes. Now take your arms up. Forward fold. So slight bend in your knees. You bring your hands onto the mat. Walk your feet back. You're in downward dog. Now this time you're going to lower your knees onto the mat. So bring your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes.
Bring it up. The talking toes one. Okay. I'm lost. Okay. Okay. The one going as a baby thing.
Yeah, yes. That's what you're doing in child pose. So from downward dog, you brought your knees onto the mat.
Then go down slowly to the
Your
knee.
toes are probably still tucked, so you want to untuck your toes. The top of your feet are on the mat. And you just bring your hips back to your heels. You rest your chest and your thighs.
Yeah.
You lower your forehead down. So you're in child pose. Brilliant. Right, so I want us to start from the beginning, and I'm gonna watch you.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the tabletop position. So you bring your hands and knees. So let's start from right from the beginning. So we start with child pose. So child pose.
Okay. So let me do that sitting position first. Is that the one?
Well, the child pose. So that's when we started at the beginning, where you bring your hips to your heels, your chest and your thighs, and your forehead down onto the. So the very first position that we did.
Okay.
So you had your knees on the mat.
Yeah. Knees on the mat. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They go that way.
Then you bring your chest all the way down, bring your forehead to the mat. Brilliant. That's your child pose. Perfect. Now you're going to come up to hands and knees. Yep, so hands and knees. Brilliant. So this is where you're going to take your right leg back. Brilliant. You're going to flex that right foot, lower your right toes down. And then you take your left arm out in front. Brilliant. Now lower that left hand. Bring your right knee in. Take your left leg back. Flex your left foot. Lower your left toes down. Right arm out in front. Yes, got it. Bring your fingers together. Make sure your fingers are together. Brilliant, yes. And lower. Bring your left knee in. You bring your hips back. Chest on your thighs, forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. You tuck your toes. You can take your knees off the mat, hips to skies, and you're in downward dog. Brilliant, yes. Slight bend your knees, you're going to walk your feet forward to your hands. And you slowly come all the way up. Brilliant. As you come up, take your arms up. Yes, you got this. Hands, keep them up. Brilliant. Take that right leg behind you. Bend your left knee. Chest towards that right thigh. Brilliant. Yes, perfect. Then you lower your arms. Yes, you got it. Yes. Warrior two. Perfect. Then you're going to lower those arms. Take your right leg forward. Brilliant. Left leg back. Swap sides. Arms up. Chest, make sure that chest is facing. Brilliant. Make sure you bend that right knee. Now rotate your chest towards the left. You lower your arms. Right arm forward, left arm back this time. Brilliant, yes. Keep that front knee bent. Make sure that front knee is bent. Brilliant, you lower your arms. Step your left foot forward. Brilliant. Yeah. So, how are we doing, okay?
Yeah, very well. Very good.
Brilliant, good. Yeah, you see, your body already feels, So what I'm just going to show you some things because I've had to break it down. I just want to show it because with this recording, I will send you the recording so that you can watch it afterwards. So what I want you to, the next step,
yeah.
Because normally I've broken it down. Normally, I'm just going to, you just watch me for a minute. Okay. So from here,
yeah,
forward fold. We usually put our hands onto our shin and we look up.
Okay.
Put our hands on the mat, then you walk back or you jump back to downward dog.
All right, okay.
After downward dog, we come to plank. Yep. Right? Then you can lower your knees and then lower your chest.
Yeah.
Or you lower your chest, keep your knees off the mat. Okay. And then come up to what we call upward dog. Then we're in downward dog. So when we walk our feet forward, normally what you do is you bring your right foot forward.
Right.
Lower that back foot.
Mm-hmm. Back up.
Yeah.
Right.
Good. Lower your hands. You bring your hands back to the mat. You lift that back heel. Take your right leg back, you're in plank. Hips the sky and downward dog. Take your left foot forward. Lower that back foot. Take your arms up. Rotate your chest, warrior two. Lower your hands. Hands onto the mat. Back to plank. Option, you can lower your knees. You bend your elbows, lower your chest, all the way down. And you come up to upward dog. Tuck your toes. Back to downward. Look forward, you can walk your feet forward. Hands on your shin as you look up. Hands on your mat. Take your arms wide all the way up. And down by yourself. Yeah, so that's where I want you to get to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
We're gonna
So-
continue and keep growing step by
Yes,
step.
absolutely, absolutely. So which is why it's better if we have a separate group to the
Yes.
other, because otherwise you're going to get lost with the other group because they've been doing it now for a while. But
Yeah.
I've broken it down. Once you get the different pieces,
Yeah.
you'll be able to join them all together. So today we've just done warrior 1 and warrior 2, but there's warrior 3, there's like 4 or 5 warrior poses. Right, one last thing I want to show you before we go is balance.
Right.
So a tree pose, which I'm sure you've seen, you have options. Start on the right side. You can either leave your toes down and just have your heels
Yeah.
left ankle. That's stage 1.
Okay.
You want to take it higher, bring it onto your shin. If you want to take it higher, you take it all the way up to your thigh. So you choose the option.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So as long as it's not, you don't want it on that knee joint. So it's either toes down on that shin or all the way up. So that's tree pose. So this is balance, but it's also opening that hip. You know, we spend a lot of time now sitting down, so it helps to open up your inner thigh. Brilliant. Release. Left side. Whatever you do on the right, you should do on the left. So left side. Brilliant. Choose your option.
Wow, you good. I'll get there one day.
Yeah, you will. You will. Won't take you long. See, there you go. Brilliant. And release. Right, we're going to come to sitting. So release your arms. You take your arms up. Like bend your knees as you forward fold. Bring your hands onto the mat. You walk your feet back to downward dog. Now you're going to lower to plank. Drop your knees onto the mat. Lower your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes, and then we come to child pose, just like how we started.
Yeah.
Your chest, lower your forehead. Now I want you to come back up to hands and knees. Now just walk your feet to one side. As you bring your hips down. Cross your ankles. Bring the back of your hands and your knees so your palms are facing up. Bring your chin to your chest. So you just lower your head down so you rest your chin on your chest. You just close your eyes. And stay here for a few breaths. Breathing in. Now this time you can breathe out through your mouth. Inhale in through your nose. And out through your mouth. I'm going to slowly lift your chin off your chest. And you're going to take your arms all the way up. All the way up. Look up to your hands. Bring your hands to prayer. And then you're going to slowly lower those thumbs to your forehead. And just rest it on your forehead. The clarity in your thoughts. Just slide the thumbs to your lips. The clarity in your words. And you slide those thumbs just onto your breastbone. You take a bow. The clarity in you. May the light in you honor the light in you. Namaste. Brilliant.
Eight.